17, he balled out. Aaron Rodgers, 305 yards, 4 touchdowns. Michael Thomas is Key's top wide receiver in the NFL. He just mentioned that moments ago. The Saints certainly need to get back on the field, and get him back on the field, and Get in the Zone is brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the Zone, AutoZone. So if you weren't with us, again, poll question this morning, Dr. Pepper Twitter feed, best wide receiver in the NFL, period. Just based off Davante Adams' statement himself declaring him wide receiver 1, if it is the way you do it. Keyshawn J. Will Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. All of our guests on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Key's top 5 wide receivers: Michael Thomas 1, DeAndre Hopkins 2, Julio Jones 3, Davante Adams 4,
and DK Metcalf 5.
So what do you think about that, Jay?
I was curious, Key, how far are Diggs and Mike Evans?
Yeah, they're right there.
They're right there.
They're right there. We only got a 5 list, so
So I was asking, how far are they off?
There. I mean, they there. I like them. Man, I like them all. Right. It's just that when you start to look at the situation, these guys, for the most part, are playing with nobody opposite of them. Right? Mm-hmm. There's no second guy. Now, DK just came along with Lockett, so he's still young, but Lockett had his first 1,000-yard season when DK Metcalf got on board a year ago. So now, all of a sudden, both of those guys in Lockett up in Seattle and DK, not DJ, Metcalf is emerging. They're dominant duels together. But when you look at Davante Adams ain't got nobody. I mean, Julio Jones got Calvin Ridley, but Julio Jones, before Calvin Ridley was on the team, Julio Jones was eating.
Diggs up in Buffalo, though. I mean,
but Diggs ain't. I mean, Diggs
like
kind of.
He's doing it by himself.
Diggs is good. I mean, they got Cole Beasley. They got a certain system that they run. He had Thielen with him in Minnesota. I like him, but he's not in the 5. If you gave me 8 or something like that, then he would be in the 8. That's all. It ain't. It's not. He's not far off, but he's just not in my 5. That's all.
Zubin, random point though. Every time I hear DK Metcalf's name, now I go back to that LeBron James tweet when LeBron James came out and called him Baby Bron. He's like, oh, that's a Baby Bron right there. And I get what Bron is saying because of the physicality. I'm still not comparing him to Calvin Johnson. I'm not doing that, Key. But the physicality of the game for DK Metcalf is something that's so different.
But I think what LeBron was saying is not the physicality. I think LeBron was saying when LeBron was in high school playing football. He looks like LeBron in high school playing football. That's what LeBron, I think. I haven't talked to LeBron, but I think that's what he was saying. Not even the physicality, because if you see LeBron in high school playing football, he kind of looked like DK Metcalf to a degree.
Indeed. We want you to weigh in. You heard from Key. It's Michael Thomas, the top receiver in the NFL. Who is yours? 888-SAY-ESPN or Key J&Z on Twitter. 2 things here. You talked about 1,000-yard season. The one thing I really like about Davante Adams is he's kind of grown into the role, right? He was 53rd overall in 2014. He caught 38 balls his first year. This is his 7th year in the league. It took him 5 years to get his first 1,000-yard season. He's progressively just gotten better and better.
And that's okay.
And better
and
better.
They had Jordy Nelson there for a while and Randall Cobb, and that's fine. Over time, you're going to get better. I mean, if you get worse, then there's an issue. But what I got to teach him how to talk to the media. I got to teach him how to talk to y'all, Zubin.
What do you mean?
Because when they asked him if he's the best receiver, what I needed him to say there is, I'm going to leave that up to y'all. I know what I do for my team, and y'all know what I do for my team.
Why?
Because that's more sarcasm, more so. I like it that way rather than, I'm the best. It's just more, I like it more like, make that determination. I know what I am. They know what I am.
But he didn't say, I'm the best, like with conviction. He said, I think I'm the best.
No, I
think,
understand.
Like when you preface something by saying think, that's obviously like coming from it softens it.
I like the more sarcasm part of the trash talk. That's all. That's all. I'm gonna just get him lathered up for that a little bit. Leave the trash talk up to me.
Oh, I agree. I was gonna say if there's somebody to give advice on trash talking, I know who I'm going to.
Keyshawn,
me and Dion.
Yes.
You and Dion versus the rest of the world. That's the way that would be.
I love Prime. Prime. I remember I was playing against Prime. We were getting ready to play against Prime when I was the Jets and he was at the Cowboys. So this is the first time I got a chance to see Prime. He goes, in his word, his voice and the chains and the whole deal. Prime go, see, he done had all the appetizers. He getting ready to get a full course meal now. I fell out laughing. I was like, Prime is something else, boy. Gosh.
He really was something else, and now he's a coach for the first time down there. We'll see what ends up happening. at Jackson State with the HBCU. That's a really interesting story that didn't get a lot of attention. Prime got a lot of attention throughout the course of his career.
Deion Sanders.
He was something else. On the way, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield. One should feel really good about their future. The other, not so much. Or should they, after Key has this?
Well, let me see if I can do these reads that Alan put together for us. Okay, here we go. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. The moment you sponsor a job, Indeed intensely delivers a short list of qualified candidates for their resume database. Indeed handles finding candidates with the skills you need so you can focus on hiring the person who is a good fit. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined. According to Breezy HR 2019, claim your $75 credit for your first job post at Indeed.com/credit. That's Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply. Take Alan off of the reads, please.
I've been hearing everybody talk about Trevor Lawrence as a